Hi everyone, so today I have this sweet collection to share with you that Spellbinders has launched for their new August collections, the Autumn Archives collection. Very cute. There are some papers and ephemera and things like that that go along with it, but I have pretty much the dies that are in the set or the new collection. I will say they do have a one and all bundle of, I think, the dies, like these things. So either way, I'll include a link in the description box for all those things. So I will say these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course, all opinions are my own. And the links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you're purchased items to those links. I do them for the US and the UK, so thanks for using those. It really does help keep the channel going. This is my job, you know. So I will say I have 4 different sets here. This is a tag set, so if you look at what we have going on here, it's just all tags. I don't even know why I closed up the smallest amount here. Let me do more. These guys here, all different sizes. You know, this can be scrapbooky, it can be for cards, whatever it is that you want to use these for. It comes with a little reinforcement there. This tag, I think I would say this is the largest tag. Metal to metal edge, you know, is like 2 1/4 by 2 3/4. The tag itself is going to be a little bit smaller than that. And then from there you have all these different like labels and cute things. This one is almost 2.5 inches. Little circle. I say little, it's not that little, but I'm using it as a cute word, right? So 1.5 inch circle or so. And then you have all these kind of like labels. So I don't know if you can see like these guys. They're definitely mixed and matchable, right? So you have like this background piece. I would have put this, I guess, I was gonna say I would have put this over here. I thought these were stuck together, I don't know why. Okay, there you go. And actually this one goes in here. I'm so silly. I must have been tired when I was putting this together. So you have background layers plus like this secondary layer that has like a cute embossed look to it. And you can pop in words like fall or leaves, you know, seasons. These are all other pieces that you can cut with. Noted, cozy, autumn. So again, maybe, you know, scrapbooky, maybe for your cards. And this one's its own thing with that cute little, oopsie, embossed area. Sorry about that. This one here, I think it's called Falling Leaves, but it has leaves and like acorns and plenty of each, right? So these big guys are like a little shy of 1.5 inches. This one's probably 1 3/4-ish. Those are the larger acorns. And then you have the leaves with the centers just for some added, or the veins for some added detail. So super cute. And you have 4 of those guys. And then again, you know, you can run these through lighter color or tan color. And then maybe run this top piece through, the one with the tops, some brown paper, and you have things quickly made, right? I mean, honestly, with the detail that they have, it's very cute. And then this is the alphabet, which is adorable, guys. To me, it's very Western looking, but it's just a cute alphabet. Let me give you a measurement. The die itself is about 3/4 inches. So I would say the letter itself is, I mean, just shy of the 3/4 inches. Hope you can see that. So it's a very nice thing, because honestly, if you use that for a scrapbook and you have, you know, happy or autumn or whatever you're putting on there, it's going to be a nice size. Hope you can see like with the grid. It kind of helps you see that. So A through Z on that. And then there's a better press plate that has things like sending autumn cheer. Something for you. Let me see what it says. Actually, I don't know what that says. Sorry, guys. And then gather and something. Let me try and give thanks. So gather and give thanks. This is the only one that I'm not 100% sure what it says. Something full, grateful, probably. Yep, that's what it says. Grateful for you. There you go. And then, you know, you have your plate, and then you have the die to cut those out. Again, better press plates can definitely be run through a glimmer machine. You can hot foil that and then cut it out, or however. So I'm going to think about what I can do today, because like I said, there are other papers and ephemera that go with it. It's more scrapbook related, but I'm going to use it in a way to make a card. So I will be right back. Okay, guys, I think I have a little idea. We're going to make like some pattern paper with some of the dies, and basically making our own stamps with foam. So I have this piece of cardstock. It's craft card. It's already cut down to 8.5 by 5.5, so I'm just going to score that at 4 1/4 for an A2 size card, but you know, do whatever you like. And then this one, I mean, I can cut it down now. I can cut it down after I do my stamping, but I'll just go ahead and cut it down 5 3/8 because that's the kind of matte layer I like. Actually, was I going to do another one? Nah, that'll be okay. I was wondering if I was going to matte layer a couple times, but we could always cut it down later if I change my mind. So 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Just some cream colored cardstock. And then we'll do some stamping in just a moment on this. But what I'm going to do is take this and just choose a couple of these guys to cut out of some foam. Just fun foam, cheap stuff. You know, Spellbinders does sell some beautiful foam, and I wouldn't use this for that because that's our good stuff, right? So this is just some cheap stuff I'm going to stamp with, and it's not going to even show up on our project, just the ink that's left behind. Oh, these little guys would be cute to do. I was just going to do leaves. You know what? Maybe we do some little acorns and leaves. Why not? So, I know the acorn has like little lines in it, but I think that'll be okay. So I'm just going to cut out that guy. I guess cut out this whole stash, even though really we just need this one. So, I mean, if you want to line it up in a way that you only have that one cutting, that's fine, but that's okay because then I'll have them for another project. And then let's do like this leaf, the one that's a little more traditionally like a, what is it, oak leaf? I don't know. Actually, that'd be cute with the acorns. But anyway, we're going to use that guy. And then we need the vein for him, which I think is this one. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to run these guys through and get them cut out. And we're going to use them as stamps. So just applying a little tape there so hopefully they don't move on us. And, you know, any die cutting machine you have will cut foam real easy. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to run that through. Okay, and we have our shapes there. That one, we just need this one. How cute is that? How cute would these be to cut out of felt? Do all kinds of projects with them. Okay, so get this, and we're just gonna have fun with this. So whatever inks you like to use, you know, go for it. I think I'll first use these guys. And I just need to stick this on here with something, you know, removable tape is good. Anything that's like double-sided, basically. So I'm just going to use some of this Scotch tape. I will say these are symmetrical, so I don't think it matters for that. The veins are hardly noticeable here on here, but they're kind of in there. So however you want to put the veining, you know, stamp it whichever way you like. For this guy, I'll start with like a light brown. Just ink that up. It's very light. Let me make sure. I think it's on there, but okay. And again, I like to make it so it's a little... Ooh. I don't know why I was like, I have to wait and see if I can see the ink. It's like, hello. It's obviously on there. On red like this, it was hard to see. And just have fun with, you know, wherever you place these guys. Oh. I don't want them to face the same way. I want it a little more organic, but it's kind of hard. There's only so many ways you can tilt them. Actually, I suppose you could turn this so that the little top is going in a different direction. What I mean by that is like take this off, turn it over, see if it's not too wet. And that way the little angle of it is different. See how this one's going that way? But I already have enough of these guys. So anyway, something to think about. I already inked it up. I probably didn't need to do that. Okay, let's do some leaves. And that tape seems to be good enough to continue working with. And I was just thinking about orange for this. Not too dark. I kind of want this stuff to kind of fade into the back. So there we go. I'm sure that's, yeah. Oh, you can see a little bit of the veining, which is really cool. And again, just having fun with it. Leaves can be in all different directions, right? That is so cute. Oh, got a little orange on there. I think that's it, because I kind of left a space there, which I didn't mean to, but, well, okay, let's fill it in with one more. These guys. And maybe a little bit out of here, just to fill those spaces in. All right. Okay. Let me wash this off. I'm going to take this off just because there's a lot of ink all around this. Actually, I'm not going to wash it off because then the ink, the stickiness might come off, should I say. Okay, I just wiped it off. And now I'm just going to take the same brown for the accents. I mean, you can use different if you want, but let's make it easy. Ooh, let's see. This coffee, that's kind of dark. Because again, I kind of want it to fade away in the back, right? So we have that, and so we can take this guy, and so I don't know if you can see, that's where the little detail from the die is on there. So if I stick this on here and I turn it over, it seems like it'd work. Like I said, it looks to me like it's symmetrical. Well, let me see. If I turn it over like this is really how it's meant to be. Yeah, no, I feel like the other way was better. So the little die the way it is with the detail facing me. And again, we're just going to kind of do this very playfully. If it matches up, great. If it doesn't, it's not the biggest deal. So I'm just eyeballing these guys. I know that one was a little bit off. I could tell as soon as I did it. There we go. And I'll eyeball that one a little better. Cute. Okay. And then you have these forever and ever. You can reuse them, reuse them, reuse them. And then this guy, let's see. Again, I don't know that it matters that much. I feel like it goes like that better. Okay, and oh yeah, the little stems. I didn't even think about how the stems might continue going like that. Okay, I'm not going to waste your time, but you get the idea. So I'm going to go through and go ahead and put in all the veins, okay? Okay, and even the last little bits, like on the sides, I'm just finding kind of where they're at and adding that little detail. And there you go. Very cute. Again, just playful and fun. Toss them all in there. And let me clean up a little bit and we'll continue on. Okay guys, so I have this pretty paper I've been like ripping pieces off of, but I'm going to cut this to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 matte layer, and then I'm going to cut this one down just a little bit to probably 4 by 5 1/4, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these matte layers together, simply that little bit there, and then glue that down to my card base. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, my idea for this one was to kind of put some of the words, like these guys, on here. I think that'll be really cute. So we have like cozy, maybe autumn leaves. So we have that die, we'll cut that guy out. And I think this one's the same for both these guys. And I'm trying to debate if I want to do that in like the color of this cardstock, or should I mix and match? Okay, so let's do cozy and leaves through some craft cardstock, and then we'll do autumn through this one, so it brings back some of the colors from the background. Okay, so when you run it through, of course, you're going to tape that down. You don't want that to move, so I would have something like this, and tape those so they don't move. And then I'll see if you can see through the back or not. Maybe we'll run like some dark brown paper through or something for the background if we need it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see how see-through that is, if we can see nicely. I mean, I can see through that, but maybe we do want like a dark brown in the background showing. So I'm going to run this one through just once, because we have one of the smaller one, through some darker brown paper, and then this one twice so we can have 2 backgrounds for the other guys. And I'll be right back. Okay, and with these pieces, I'm just going to glue these guys to their background pieces. And just the way they are, you can drop shadow these if you like, all that kind of stuff. And it's so funny because it's just like the smallest amount, but like you can definitely see how it makes the words pop. A light color would work with these too, because this is kind of a darker paper, I would say, but you can kind of see the difference. You know, if you want a lighter color paper back there, that would also make the lettering pop. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, and then, you know, if you want to pair that with more die cuts and things, that'd be very cute. I don't know if I want to make them that, like, doot, doot, doot. I was trying to think of something fun, but it's hard to, for me, it's hard to be like, to pose those in a way that looks organic and not like totally staged. So that's fine. So let's just put this here. And I'm gluing them just flat. If you want to put some dimensionals behind these, that definitely will work. But there you go. Oh my goodness. There we go. I mean, if you really want to scatter your words all around or all over, that'd be very cute too. Something like that. I feel like this one has to follow that one, but a little different. Let me bring it up a little bit. Okay, and there's our card. And then again, just done real fun. Think of all the dies that you have that you can definitely do something like this with. It's an old thing I used to do from a long time ago, and I bring it up every once in a while in a video just to remind people you can make your dies into stamps. I mean, you can cut them from felt and just have a cute felt little acorn, you know, or leaves, or use the felt to stamp with, and that gives a whole different look because it saturates. The way it takes in the ink is different. Just really fun. And again, you can just keep these and you'll always have them. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Again, I'll link down in the description box all the new collections, and then specifically just this collection for the US and the UK there at Spellbinders. Sometimes I link to scrapbook.com. Sometimes I'll carry the new items too, and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. Images are coming up, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.